I feel like I've been holding back quite a bit. I've been like things come to me, right? Like ideas, information, just randomly. Sometimes it's like, well, I can't really explain it. But my point is that I've been not documenting everything because like I don't want to offend people, and I think that maybe I shouldn't be holding back because like regardless of the information, whether it's good, bad, or really bad, I probably shouldn't be holding anything back. And yeah, like I'm already losing subscribers. I don't know if that's because they don't agree with me, or if YouTube itself is just unsubscribing people, right? It's hard to say. Like I said before, like it doesn't matter how many people watch my stuff. The people that do watch it are supposed to watch it. And that was told to me when I started this, right? Like everything that I say is meant to be heard by certain people. Just like, taking the thing, it's only going to kill certain people because they're meant to be killed by it, right? It's the same thing with my information. Like if you're meant to understand what I'm saying, then you're supposed to hear it, right? But if it has nothing to do with you, then I guess it doesn't matter, right? Anyway, yeah, I think I'll stop holding back, thinking that I'm gonna hurt someone's feelings or have them unsubscribe to me. Like really, I don't make money from this, so it shouldn't bother me either way, right? Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say before my next video. Just want to point something out for a second. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or pick on anybody or anything like that. I'm just pointing out something that people call them chemtrails, right? Like they think that chemicals are being sprayed in the air, and no government is owning up to it or saying what it is or what the program is or anything. And it's most likely because those aren't real planes. They're fallen angels and they look like planes. And the stuff that they're spraying out is, I guess you'd say like ectoplasm, right? Like stuff that is in the spiritual realm, right? Because the fallen angels are in second heaven. The stuff that they're spraying is summoning things from I think third heaven into second heaven, which is the fifth dimension into the third the third skies, right? Like that's the way I see it anyways. And the things that I've been recording, they're real, right? Like the real living things that look like vapor. And I understand that the pop culture thing to do is calling it chemtrails because of the obvious, the governments aren't telling you what it is, so it must be bad, right? And because of what it looks like, it must be chemicals, right? And I understand that, but you gotta understand that this is Satan's kingdom, right? Like you shouldn't give a shit. Is my point. You shouldn't give a shit about what happens to this place. Jesus told you all that, right? He told you that this place is a dead body, right? The ground that you walk on is just death of living things that have lived before you and have formed the ground, right? That's all this place is. And the thing that resides over this darkness, I've shown you. You know what it is, right? Like it's it's a cover story. The chemtrail thing is a cover story to explain away the truth, which is more than anybody could believe, right? I mean, it's really hard. Like, you can say you believe in this, you believe in that, but to truly believe it means that you throw out every other idea to the contrary of believing what you believe. Meaning that you literally believe that those are not planes, and you literally believe that they're not spraying chemicals. If you can get to that, then you'll see the truth. But I mean, most human beings are not allowed. They're not allowed to see the truth here. It's funny because I started thinking about this, and you know, I'm wearing a Decepticons t-shirt. You know, Transformers, which is quite literally what those things are. It's funny because, like, I didn't come to any of these understandings or wisdom until I read the Bible, which is like, you know, well, it was right before I started making this channel, so it was like 3 years ago. But I remember when I was a kid watching the old cartoons, the Transformers, and my favorite character was actually one of the Decepticons. It was the Jet. Starscream! You know? It's weird how things go around full circle like that. This place gets destroyed in the end, right? You know, it's a ruse, it's a trick to get you to, you know, sin more right before the end, right? Because if you're on board with all these companies that are saying they're going green for the earth, right? Sustainability, all these things, right? It's to get you to, like, and it's bad too, because a lot of these companies, they sell products that you're like forced to buy. You know, like, especially here in the West, like toiletries and stuff like that, and then they say that they're a green company, and they're, you know, all for saving the world and everything. And knowing that and still buying their products means that you're in sin, right? It's unjustified what you're doing, right? Because Jesus doesn't want you to save the world at all. He'd rather you burn it down, like, in comparison.